Hey there, crypto traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today's Monday. Happy Monday, December 2nd. Hope you had a great weekend. In this video, we're going to be discussing Hedera. It's been quite the day. I'm super exhausted. I've tried my best to get a video out earlier today. It's just my day's been absolutely bonkers, and usually that way whenever the market's erupting. And I had a request from Steve in the Power Group private community as well to take a look at Hedera. So we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive, and we'll discuss whether or not a new all-time high could be coming as soon as this month or next month. I think that's very probable. So spoiler alert, we'll take a look at some levels that we can potentially expect for new all-time highs in price discovery as we see alt season really start to kick in. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So we'll discuss the price action, in my opinion, in the days and weeks, months ahead. You can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. So you can see here, Bitcoin's just been going sideways, and that's usually a good thing for the altcoins because money just kind of goes stagnant and then rotates. You don't want to see Bitcoin, falling off a cliff or anything like that. That's going to be a big concern. So as of right now, altcoins are absolutely ripping. We have XRP, all the utility coins, right? This is the utility bull run. And imagine that, coins that actually do stuff. And if we take a look at Hedera, this news here, Hedera partners with SpaceX and set to redefine space innovation. So HBAR is making headlines as it teams up with SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, to revolutionize blockchain applications in space. This groundbreaking collaboration positions Hedera at the forefront of technological innovation, aiming to transform satellite technology and decentralized systems in orbit. So this is great news. So many good news stories coming out and partnerships. Like, it's only going to get bigger, right? But I do think the next few months are going to be very telling. I think we'll be probably coming on the end of this bull market at some point between now and February and March. If we take a look at total 3, though, this will be when full-blown alt season is confirmed. In my opinion, it's a big cup and handle here as well, saying we could be seeing around 2.28 trillion. But if we break above 1.13 trillion on total 3, which is the total market cap of crypto, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, so like full-blown alts, right? If we break 1.13 trillion, I think we're going to go absolutely ballistic, and we could go another 100% from there, over 100% of the altcoin market. So things are going to be heating up in a big way, and just make sure to have a plan, an exit plan as well, right? But if we take a look at the Fib extension levels here, we'll do some analysis. There is a daily bull flag. It's targeting, I think it was 42 cents, but we'll take a look at that in just a moment. We came very close. We're just hovering above 38 cents at the moment. So if we take a look at the Fib extension levels, what we could potentially see in a new price discovery and all-time highs, I think realistically, we should expect somewhere around that 2.618 to the 4.618. Ethereum, similar move. If we go from the high to the low of that bear market, give us our Fib extension levels. It actually hit its 4.618. Actually came very close. It was Bitcoin that did it. Very, very close to 3.618, but Bitcoin actually went over its 4.618. So if we go from the high of 2017 to the end of the bear market, you can see here it was 80K, just under 80K, and we've already eclipsed that. So in my opinion, if Bitcoin and Ethereum can do it, all these altcoins are going to start doing it. And look at these two God candles that are coming here on HBAR. And if we hit the 4.618 like Bitcoin did, that's around $2.50 or maybe even $3. I think, $2 to $4 is very realistic this cycle. Maybe 5 to 7, in the middle. I think that's probably most probable. I think it'll get pretty nutty. And then we'll see on the high end, maybe, $7, $10 plus. But I don't think, don't listen to anybody that says we're going to $100 this cycle. I don't think that's realistic. I mean, could it happen? No one knows. It very well could if this is crypto. But is that the most likely scenario? Probably not. On the daily time frames, we're zooming in here. You can see if you take your Fib level there from the high to the low and get your measured move. So we just bring it from the low to the high, move it out to our 0.32 Fib. That gives us our measured move, and it's just under 43 cents. And we hit on this bounce 38.8 cents. So we now are within about 10% of that daily bull flag target. And we have no daily support nearby all the way down to 12 cents. So don't be surprised if we do pull back on the daily, quite a bit. It'll just be healthy. Realistically, from current levels, we could pull back 66% and still be in a daily uptrend. So let that sink in for a second. So don't be surprised. We're going to see in crypto, we're going to see a 30 to 40% pullback at some point soon. There's going to, maybe it's news driven or not just news, but maybe news comes out around the same time it's happening. And, they try to give it a reason, but it's mostly just technical. We'll see what happens. It doesn't have to be news either. It could just be technical, right? People usually want to associate it to a certain event, etc. I think it was a 4-hour bull flag as well. So yeah, it was. So if we go from the swing low here to the swing high, that's the measured move right there. And it was saying we were targeting about 38 cents, which we hit, 35 cents, which we exceeded that, but we have that daily bull flag now. And something I really want to share with everybody is the weekly here. So this just happened to XRP and all utility, like this is going to be the utility alt season and bull run, right? So XRP just had its 50 and 200 weekly moving average cross. Last time that happened, price went from 11 cents up to $2. Last time this happened on Ethereum, price went from $600 to almost $5,000. Imagine what's going to happen to HBAR. So now we'll take a look at HBAR. The more names that do it in these utility tokens that have been suppressed, I think the greater the chances that it's going to happen on the names that haven't already seen their bull crosses. In HBAR's case, we're not really that close to seeing it. It's probably going to be at least another couple of weeks, I would think. But that's good news because we could pull back, like I said, 20, 30% easily. It'll be healthy. But then, these will tighten up. We currently have the 50 weekly just under 9 cents and the 200 weekly there just over 13 cents. So once those cross, that'll mean that there's probably still going to be multiple weeks, if not months of upside after that, right? So same thing with XRP here. When you see those cross, and they, we've usually they are lagging indicators because they follow the price, but usually you kind of see a pullback and then you keep going. And because it's on the weekly time frame, the bull move usually continues and it usually goes on for several weeks, if not a couple of months, right? So this is looking fantastic. If we take a look at the daily time frame, we just had a golden cross as well with the 50-day moving average below the 200-day moving average. So whenever those cross on the daily, that's a golden cross. When it happens on the weekly, it's a moon cross. This doesn't happen very often. And again, just to show you, Ethereum, last time it happened here, price was at around $600 and exploded all the way to 5,000. So it's looking juicy at the moment. The MACD and the stochastic on the weekly time frame also going parabolic. Look at the 10-week moving average just blasting off like SpaceX. That is wild. We'll see what else we can see on the chart. Do a little bit more analysis. Yeah, so we have absolutely no weekly support until 4 cents. Like on the weekly, we could easily pull back 50, 60%, and it'd just be healthy, right? We would still be up like over 200, close to 300% from this whole move if we pulled back 50%. So this is why charting and, perspective and not just looking at price on a screen, if you can kind of understand that, oh wow, we have no support and this move all came within a month or two, and you can look at your moving averages, usually we gravitate back toward them, right? We get irrational exuberance, so you get crazy moves to the upside. It's sustained in a bull market and in an alt season, and it can just keep going higher. So eventually we usually come back and backtest these EMAs and these moving averages. But the question is, how much does the price appreciate? And then these catch up with them as well. And then we back test, at a later date, right? There's no telling how high this market will go. Just imagine we have so many catalysts coming. We have potential crypto legislation in the US. We have all these, major court cases coming to an end. They're talking about no tax on crypto in the US. What else? There's so many things, ETFs coming. There's so many things to be on the lookout for. Bitcoin at price discovery. So it's an exciting time for sure. But don't be surprised if we see a multiple, we're going to see easily a double-digit pullback. And I would expect a 20 to 30% pullback, and it'll just be healthy. Like there's no way we're going to blast through the all-time high there at 57 cents, in my opinion, if we don't see at least, a pretty sizable pullback there on the weekly time frame. Never know. Like I said, it's crypto, but I just think that's the most likely scenario. And that's all we're trying to do, right? When we're looking at charts, we're trying to find the most likely scenario. And look at this. We just had the monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, first in history for HBAR. This is awesome. This is looking really, really, really good. So like I said, break 57.6 cents. And we are flying high, and we could more than likely, like I said, see somewhere around that $2 to $4. Very doable. I think that's almost expected. And then maybe, $5 to $7, I think probably more realistic. And then on the high end, $8 to $10 plus. All right, hopefully this video was helpful. And shout out to Steve. I know you wanted me to dive into this a little deeper for you. Like I said, I had a crazy busy day today. It just seems like things never slow down these days. But going in it there, it's Rod with POW Group. I hope you had a fantastic day. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you on the next video.